A striking moment of political protest played out on one of the world's most prestigious stages when a performer at London's Royal Opera House unfurled a large Palestinian flag during the curtain call of Verdi's Il Trovatore. The gesture came on the final night of the production and immediately sparked a wave of controversy and conversation, both within the arts community and beyond. A silent statement in the spotlight. The performer, reportedly a background cast member in full costume, took center stage as the cast gathered to bow at the conclusion of the performance. While the rest of the ensemble applauded the audience, this individual unfolded and raised a large Palestinian flag across their chest without speaking a word. The act was silent but powerful, deliberate, unmissable, and clearly unsanctioned. Video footage from the audience shows the performer holding the flag calmly while the main cast took their bows. Moments later, a stagehand or staff member attempted to intervene, trying to pull the flag away. A brief tug-of-war ensued, but the performer firmly retained hold of the flag, keeping it visible until the lights dimmed and the curtain dropped. Royal Opera House responds swiftly in a formal statement released after the incident. The Royal Opera House called the act unauthorized and inappropriate. Officials made it clear that the display was not in any way coordinated with or approved by the production team or management. The institution emphasized its stance on maintaining political neutrality within its performances and public spaces, citing a long-standing policy against political demonstrations on stage. No names were released by the Royal Opera House, and it remains unclear whether the performer will face disciplinary action or be barred from future productions. Who was the protester? While not officially confirmed by the Opera House, several insiders and observers have identified the performer as Daniel Perry, a trained dancer and theater artist known for previous public statements in support of the Palestinian cause. Perry has a history of activism within the arts community, including prior appearances at West End shows wearing clothing featuring pro-Palestinian slogans. Described by peers as passionate and politically engaged, Perry reportedly felt the need to use their platform to draw attention to the suffering in Gaza. They have previously written on social media about the responsibility of artists to stand up for human rights, criticizing silence from major institutions. Audience reaction: cheers, gasps, and confusion. Audience reactions during and after the event were sharply divided. Some theatergoers cheered in support, clapping loudly or shouting encouragement. Others were visibly uncomfortable, with murmurs of disapproval spreading through parts of the crowd. One attendee described the scene as completely unexpected and jarring, while another said, "It was the bravest thing I've seen on a London stage in years." Several people expressed concern that political protest during a paid performance blurred boundaries and detracted from the art itself. Despite the mixed responses, the opera's artistic integrity and musical execution were reportedly not disrupted. During the show itself, the protest occurred only at the very end, during the curtain call, part of a larger movement. This incident isn't isolated. In recent months, artists across various disciplines including music, theater, and film have increasingly used their platforms to speak out about the ongoing humanitarian crisis in Gaza. From stage invaders to subtle wardrobe statements, many performers are finding creative and visible ways to express solidarity. In some cases, protests have led to institutional backlash, while others have sparked broader cultural debates about the role of art in political discourse. At the heart of the discussion lies a fundamental question: should art remain neutral, or is the stage a legitimate platform for advocacy? Institutional tensions and artistic freedom. The Royal Opera House now finds itself at the center of this cultural clash. On one hand, institutions like it rely on donors, board members, and a diverse international audience that may have conflicting political views. On the other, they are home to creative individuals who feel deeply about global issues and believe in using their talents and visibility to promote change. Some within the artistic community argue that suppressing political expression in performance spaces amounts to silencing marginalized voices. Others caution that allowing political displays on stage can polarize audiences, disrupt performances, and erode the shared cultural experience. What's next? There has been no formal announcement of consequences for the performer involved. It's possible they could be quietly dismissed or face other internal sanctions. Alternatively, the Royal Opera House might choose a more cautious approach, seeking to avoid further controversy. Regardless, this protest will likely be remembered as a defining moment in the conversation about free expression in the arts. It raises complex issues about the intersection of culture, politics, and responsibilities at a time when global conflict and humanitarian crises continue to dominate headlines. As the dust settles, the Royal Opera House and many institutions like it will have to wrestle with how to move forward, whether to reaffirm strict neutrality or evolve to allow greater room for political expression within the world of performance.